Hi guys, it's Grace. Welcome back to my channel. After disappearing for 4 months or so, I'm happy to say that I am back. And I came here to say that I have a confession to make. Every day for the past 9 months or so, I'd been thinking about death and what it would be like to lose anyone in particular in in any day, any time. And I don't say that with joy. I don't think about it with joy. But I just want to emotionally prepare for the day that I do lose a particular person at any time. And I was talking to my dad about it this morning, and he said that no matter how you try to prepare for it and no matter how long you try to prepare for it, once you lose someone you love, it hits you like a freight train. And I feel like he said it best. Death is like a wanted stranger who patiently waits to snatch away his next victim. He is very well known, yet it isn't welcome, hardly at all. And death has no discrimination against anyone. In fact, it is our only guarantee in this life. It doesn't matter whether you drive a Lamborghini or a Ford. It doesn't matter whether you have a Hot Topic belt or a Gucci belt. It doesn't matter if you have $100 shed or a $2 billion mansion. What does matter is that you stay humble and kind, because the holes dug for us are all the same size. They are all the same length, same width, same depth. So, with that being said, it led me to write a story. It led me to write one specifically about death and how anyone might feel about it. On Wattpad, I had only summed up a few people's deaths, but I've never written one specifically about death. If you know me, you know that I want to be a creative writing major. So, on Wattpad, this is a site where you can be an amateur author. You can write and create your own works, and you can publish them on there for free. Although I don't think it necessarily gets any recognition. At least not from well-known publishers. But regardless, it's still very fun to be in. So, the summary of the story is called Whatever Occurs, Life, Love, and Loss. The summary of the story is a woman named Kayla Venston didn't expect to have another grandchild and to lose her son and her mother in just a few short months. Things take a turn for the worst when her youngest son, Spencer, gets in a tragic car accident after driving home from a baseball match in support of a good friend who's battling cancer, which is also very unfortunate. Well, he is in the ICU for 10 days. Spencer's spine is fractured. He broke 9 ribs. His blood and brain pressure are super high. He is on full life support. And when he was in the accident, his car flipped over 7 times. His airbag didn't deploy and his seatbelt didn't restrain him. So he's in a pretty big mess. And then, a few weeks after Spencer died, Kayla's mother reaches the peak of her last days. So, Kayla flies to her home country of Scotland with her immediate family and her grandkids. And they go to the nursing home that her mother Cynthia lives in. As you can tell, she doesn't take a single second with her mother for granted because obviously everyone knows she's going to die. Cynthia has had a 50-some year battle with lupus, and her husband Judd passed away in January of the last year because of dementia. He went through that for 4 years, and it is a very unfortunate situation for Kayla and how everything is unfolding for her. I honestly had never felt more engaged in a story than I have with this one. It's called Whatever Occurs, Life, Love, and Loss, and if you will check out the story in the link below, that would be super awesome because I believe that this is going to be my best work on Wattpad. And I could really relate to Kayla. Even though I've never been to a different country, let alone England or Scotland. The UK, more specifically. I was never an immigrant from a foreign country, and I never had to deal with my mother passing away. And I never had to deal with my son passing away. But I still felt as her heart broke for both her son Spencer and her mother Cynthia. I really feel like this is going to be the best story I've ever written. I love it and hate it at the same time. Because of all of the emotion going on and how everyone else is affected. I really tried the best I could to make sure that all the characters in the story were known for how they were feeling. And even some of their characteristics as well. And this is just the first part of the whole story. I plan on writing a part 2 very soon. And if you want to check that out in the future as well, I would more than love it. And I'm obviously not going to give you any spoilers on the second book because I want you to find out for yourself. So I feel like it would be an honor if you would check out the story and and I want everyone who reads it to let me know what they think of it. You can comment down below when I make my next video about the story. And that is when I finish the second part of my story as well. I'm about to wrap up the first part of the story very soon. And this is the longest book I have ever written. Not to mention the hardest. Not because I didn't know what I was doing, but because of the emotional context and just feeling inside of what all the other characters feel. So with that being said, if you want to check out the story, that would be amazing. And also, as I've stated before, the reason why I'm writing this story is because I had been thinking about death and what it would be like to lose anyone in particular. It's obviously no fun, and it's just awful. It affects you pretty much every day. You can't help but think about the memories you had with them. And you feel like the best way to cope with it is to talk about it, which it obviously is. But you feel that no matter how much you try to heal, you feel like you can't. And I feel that way too. Because I've experienced a loss as well. And even though I am still filled with grief, I'm also filled with gratitude 1,000 times over. So I wanted to say thank you to all for watching this video. And if you haven't, click the subscribe button. And I hope you tune in to my next video. See you guys later. I love y'all. Bye-bye.